teenager raped by the son of a prominent Muslim reveals that she prays for her attacker in heartbreaking victim statement. As he walks free with community service, teen was raped by son of prominent member of Queensland Muslim community. Shay was just a child at the time and he was about 10 years older than her. Victim gave a heartbreaking statement to court and said she still prayed for Hiva, was let off with no conviction and will serve just 80 hours community service by Australian Associated Press. Published 7:56 British Summer Time, the 30th of July 2019. Updated 7:58 British Summer Time, the 30th of July 2019. A teenager raped by the son of a prominent member of the Queensland Islamic community when she was a child says she prays for him because he needs it. The survivor, who wishes to maintain her anonymity, has shared the victim impact statement read aloud when the man was sentenced in a Brisbane court last week. "I'm not sure which is worse. The pain or the emptiness. Imagine a stab wound that never heals," the teen read to the court. A teenager raped by the son of a prominent member of the Queensland Islamic community when she was a child says she prays for him because he needs it. Stock image. The man had just admitted a count of rape and 5 counts of indecent treatment of a child. The man was ordered to serve 2 years probation and 80 hours community service by a judge in the Brisbane District Court. No conviction was recorded. Because the man was sentenced as a minor, he cannot be identified. The man, a teenager at the time of offending, was about 10 years older than the child when he raped her. The almost 400-word statement detailed the years of anguish felt following the assault and grueling court process. She says a physical education class about UAL health and consent in high school triggered shocking childhood memories. As only one of 2 Hijabi girls, she says she didn't think she needed to pay attention to the class. But the memories led to eating disorders, her dropping out of school and diagnosed post-traumatic stress disorder. "It had become clear to me. I knew what it was," she said when the memories of the offending crystallized. She confided in her sister, and eventually her family after becoming shaken before a visit to the man's father. "To this day I will never forgive them for the pain and hurt they have caused my parents and my siblings," she said. "My father took it extremely badly. He was broken," she said. An agreement between the families to keep away from each other was not followed. In 2016, years after first telling her family, she felt strong enough to go to police, which eventually led to court proceedings. "My committal hearing was grueling and gut-wrenching," she said. "I was made to look like a liar and someone who didn't know what they were talking about." Before going to police, she said she approached the man's father, a spiritual leader, who she says offered her prayers. "Your guilty plea is a mercy but not from you. I never did get an apology. Not from you or your family," she said. She fought through the legal process to find some kind of closure. "I stand here today because things like this get swept under the carpet and the victim is left without closure," she said. "You broke my strength that I had spent years building, and that was when I knew you deserved no mercy from me. I pray